Many great authors and speakers have spoken on and addressed principles of leadership, as well as qualities of great leaders. There are millions of materials on the internet, both free and paid, that coach people to be great leaders. With so much information on the internet, one can move from a level 0 to a level 100 in leadership just by paying attention to the information and details and implementing them. However, in all the leadership principles, pillars or qualities mentioned, 6 outstanding pillars of leadership remain undisputed. Over the years, these 6 core values have been tested and trusted to set the pace of leadership, distinguishing leaders from people holding positions of authority. With the way the world is presently, it is obvious that what many countries and sectors need are great leaders, people who know how to steer the country or organization in a favorable direction, spreading the vision and encouraging their followers to join them in pursuing it. 1 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 7 gives a rundown of the core qualities of leadership in the house of God. It says, "The saying is trustworthy. If anyone aspires to the office of overseer, he desires a noble task. Therefore, an overseer must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, sober-minded, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not a drunkard, not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own household well, with all dignity, keeping his children submissive. For if someone does not know how to manage his own household, how will he care for God's church? He must not be a recent convert, or he may become puffed up with conceit and fall into the condemnation of the devil. Moreover, he must be well thought of by outsiders, so that he may not fall into disgrace, into a snare of the devil." God is very particular and has always been particular about the leaders placed above us to guide and direct us. So, here are the 6 core pillars of leadership. Pillar number 1, vision. A great leader has to be the vision bearer of the organization. The vision is what binds the members together, giving them a common interest to work with and a common goal to achieve. The leader should be the one with the vision and should guide the team members to work in alignment with the vision. The organization cannot move forward if the leader does not catch nor understand the vision of the organization. The vision sets the compass for the direction of movement, while the leader holds the compass to lead the team. If a leader doesn't know how to read the compass, nor does he understand the importance of the journey or the direction he's leading his team members, the organization is bound to crash and the team members will scatter. Lack of vision of a leader is already a recipe for disaster to the entire organization. Pillar number 2, tenacity. Tenacity is what builds a whatever it takes mindset in a leader. Without tenacity, the leader will always cower in fear to the many ugly situations that will arise, or rather find flimsy excuses to dodge responsibilities. Without tenacity, the organization cannot move forward because there will always be obstacles which will seem like a reasonable enough excuse to let a huge dream or stop taking steps to achieve that dream, which has huge potentials of taking the team to the next level. It is tenacity that pushes past excuses, obstacles, or hindrances and always finds a way to get something done. Tenacity brings in the never give up energy to the team. The beautiful thing is how tenacity spreads so fast in an environment that encourages it. Tenacity keeps you going with the goal in mind to achieve. Core pillar number 3, self-confidence. Self-confidence is what makes a leader believe in himself, his strengths and capabilities, that he is not intimidated by the strengths of his subordinates. Rather, he encourages them to work in the areas of their strengths for more productivity and output. Also, with self-confidence, a great leader can make decisions for the team. He might not make the best decisions all the time, but he will be able to lead the team right, especially after the decision went wrong. Self-confidence inspires belief in self, which improves decision making. I mean, if you are not confident in yourself to have made the right choice and be willing to face the consequences of your choices being wrong, what makes you think that you can lead the team to making the right choices and making things right if the choices turn out wrong? Core pillar number 4, influence. One big takeaway from life lessons on leadership is the fact that leadership is influence. A leader without influence is no leader at all. Influence is presence of trust and a strong liking for the leaders from their followers. Without influence, you are simply a positional leader, or better still, a position occupant. Influence introduces one of the great laws of leadership. That's the law of the buy-in. If the people do not buy into the leader, that is, if the followers do not like the leader, they will not buy into the vision of the leader. Relationship in leadership teaches empathy. The leader is supposed to be concerned about the welfare of his followers, both professional and personal. Now, leadership is empty if leaders cannot directly influence the lives of their followers. What new lessons are your followers learning from you that affect their lives in different ways? Are they implementing the practical lessons they learned from you in their lives? Are there positive turnouts from doing the things you introduced them to? How has your life impacted in the lives of your followers? Are they grateful to have met you, or do they rejoice at the news of your departure? What big positive change can your followers say happened in their lives since your influence? If there is no clear answer to that, work on your influencing capacity. Great leaders influence the lives of their followers. It is their influence that attracts the followers. Without influence, leadership is empty. Core pillar number 5, self-discipline. Discipline is a core aspect and very important principle of leadership. Now, discipline teaches you what to put first, when to put it, and when to act in it. Discipline is what keeps leaders going. Discipline is what keeps the leaders under control and in check. It is easier to discipline and control other people, especially our followers, than it is to discipline and control ourselves. With influence, which brings trust and respect, all that is required is writing a couple of rules and regulations to obey with penalties for disobedience, and people will follow at least 65 to 70% of the time. However, as a leader, can you follow and obey the laid down rules you have for your life? Leadership seems easy until we have to lead ourselves. And often we forget that leadership begins first of all with ourselves. The laid down rules you have for your life are written in your daily schedule, your core values, and the standards you set for yourself. Do you follow your daily schedule? Have you been standing on your core values, or do you throw some of them away to fit into the required narrative at a given time due to pressure from seemingly stronger external or internal forces? How strict have you been with yourself in keeping up to the standards that you set for yourself? Without self-discipline, a leader cannot build integrity, and integrity is the foundation of good leadership, because with it comes a good, unquestionable reputation. Core pillar number 6, relationship. A good relationship between a leader and his or her followers is key to maintaining the stability, growth, and productivity of an organization. A good relationship establishes a healthy environment for growth, healthy competition, and satisfaction in an organization. The leader is expected to make the first move in establishing a good rapport between him and his followers, because followers will be more likely to place their leaders on a high pedestal, making it almost impossible for them to make the first move in establishing a connection between them and their leaders. As a good leader, having a good relationship with your followers will make them more comfortable with giving you a more accurate feedback, thus spurring the growth potential of the organization. With a good relationship, honest followers can show you flawed areas to work on without shying away from details, especially the details they think might upset or hurt you. This provides a healthy environment, not only for the company's growth, but also for the personal development of the individuals, the leader, and the followers inclusive. God bless you.